Ringside Rants, brought to you by w.gg. And I am messing around with the logos. I am just Mike. That is Josh. That is Jordan. That is Sleepy Phil. Let's go.
sleepy, Phil.
You're not spicy right now, Phil. You're just sleepy.
Fuck you.
Wow, dude.
The,
It's been a
the,
minute.
Damn.
I gotta do like the NWO. The smart of sleepy style.
Yeah, at least wait a minute before you give me the big F bomb, bro. You'll get kicked off YouTube. I've already been
Yeah.
warned several times. Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta remember that.
Yeah, come on, man.
Gotta wait a couple minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna get demonetized, even though we make zero dimes.
Then we could George Carlin ourselves.
And Danhausen, we make zero human monies.
Yeah, that's not good.
No swearing.
But I do have a couple of questions before we get into the crazy things of the night. We have a lot of big news to cover. Everybody needs to make way for me. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up on the thing here.
Oh, now he can easily pull up a graphic for this.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that's how
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it's
Josh,
we
get ready.
got a graphic.
Josh,
yeah,
get ready for
graphic.
gloating. Get ready for gloating, Josh.
It
Gloating.
ain't gloating. It ain't gloating. See, everybody here lost. Everybody here lost except for one person. I'm fixing to highlight them right there. See, that person right there did not lose. That person right there wins.
Who, Tyler?
So, no. Tyler lost.
Mike, of course, himself won. Phil, you use some logic. Why do you think he's showing off?
He's bragging about picking Callum Newman.
Yes,
Yes, I am.
yes,
Yes, I am.
he is. Can we first talk about the New Japan Cup 2026 has concluded? Guys, how did you enjoy the New Japan Cup tournament?
I thought
All
it was
I can say is it was what I predicted.
That is not your enjoyment of the damn.
Yes,
That
it
is
is.
No,
Dude, I
no.
enjoyed
I'm
it.
talking about the matches, everything, not just the winner.
No. Well, in that case, there was like three great matches. The rest of it was kind of predictable.
It sounds like Mike only caught the highlights.
No, I watched it, dude. I watched most of it with Jordan.
Yeah, Mike's not even bothering to describe any awesomeness. He's just, there were three great matches.
All right. Look. The Yuya match versus Shingo and Yuya was great. Yuya and
Yes.
Drilla was great.
Yes,
Shooter and ZSJ was amazing.
yes,
agreed.
Bolton, Oleg, and Hanari was great.
yeah. Many people still talking about that match.
Yes, they are. That needs to be a run back. That definitely needs to be a run back. Another run back, in my opinion, needs to be Oleg and Ren Narita. That needs to be a run back too.
Well, he
But-
needs to bleed Dick and friends out of it.
No, let him be there because Oleg showed that he has friends too.
I called that. I said it's gonna be the match for Narita where where the home team come out and they support who. That's when Ren was gonna lose, and that's what happened. And I was shocked that they went that forward. Oleg looked very strong. I mean, yeah, he's a double champion right now, but for being a newer guy, the whole tournament was focused on all these new guys. They went all in on it. It's not something we see often. I did not call that prediction. I was pretty happy with it. I mean,
I expected Shooter or like Yuya to win, but not Callum. I have to give props to Callum Newman. He has talent. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the Prince of Pace.
well, to me, it tells the story. All right, I might not like the end, but you know what? New Japan don't really let me down. The last time New Japan let me down in something was 2 years ago at Wrestle Kingdom when Naito went over Hiromu, and we all thought Hiromu should have won, and he should have said it's time for you to move up to the heavyweight division, which is...
Oh, yeah, and Genghis was laughing at your face about it, and you made fun of him. He said, will you stop?
Well, guess what? Guess why Hiromu was not in the company no more? Because they didn't do that with him. So there you go.
Right.
Big mistake on their fault. But since then, I'm gonna trust New Japan. They're going with Newman. He's gonna go right into this to fight Tsuji. I might not like the result
Why
of
is
the
the
cup,
graphic
but
still
I'm gonna
up?
trust them. I'm gonna trust them and say they know what they're
Because
doing.
I'm
with
not
it.
done gloating. I'm not done gloating. I'm not done gloating. I'm not. I want everybody to see that. That's what I want. I want everybody to see that.
I don't think Newman's
Everybody
ready.
to,
What's up, Anthony?
I want everybody to see my win, man. That's what I want. And it's a beautiful win because of two reasons. One, I went in there blind as fuck, like a fucking possum / bat, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I was so blind, I had no clue what I was doing. I was like, yeah, this guy looks good. This guy's good. This guy's good. This guy's good. I'm going with this. And it came to be like, fucking right, I did.
Yeah, and normally that would not have been if we would have the full roster. None of those guys would have been where they landed. So Mike got real lucky.
Mike didn't get lucky. Mike
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, ask Phil if we would have everybody on the roster and wouldn't have lost any talent. How many of these guys would have gotten that far?
Not much.
No, but we're all cool with it because we're getting new talent that's shining and putting on good. Everybody, all of those guys that Mike highlighted, all noobs, and they're all great. They're all good in the. Tell me one of those guys that sucks in the ring.
None.
There you go.
None of them suck in the ring, man.
Nope.
But I will say this about this whole what I love about this, and you say Newman's not ready. Who does Newman remind you of in any wrestling company right now?
A weaker Jay White when he ascended to the top, younger and not ready.
Nope.
Will Ospreay?
Nope. Get one more guess. Josh, you want to give it a shot?
I mean, he pretty much did the.
I don't even know who you're talking about. So
He pretty much did the entire Switchblade stick for this. I'm the youngest champion. What did I say? I told y'all I was better than y'all. I'm gonna beat. Jay White did all of this years ago. So
I'm better than you,
and you know it.
You think Newman's equal to MJF? I mean, better wrestler, yeah, Newman is, but he's at only 23. But personality-wise, he can't touch MJF.
He's an asshole. He's a little bit of an asshole, which I like.
What does Newman and MJF have in common? You just said it right there. No, they're the youngest to ever do it in their respective companies. Number one. Number two, they both are assholes. Speaking of which, whenever Newman is outside the arena, he is still in character if people see him.
Sure.
Number three, Newman is also very, very, very careful on who and what he lets into that inner circle, just like MJF.
We can say that, but the big question mark, and I know Phil's excited for when it's going to happen. The big question mark in that group is not only when Ospreay comes back, will the guys like Henare and Okan stick with their original guy, but Jake Lee has a big question mark in this group. We all know Jake Lee's out for himself. So I mean, how long will Jake Lee play the? Yeah, I'm cool with you. You know, I mean, Jake Lee's the first guy I don't see sticking with the group. I don't know how long, but I could see something happening there where he jumps for benefit for himself.
Well, that could happen, but this whole group, this whole United Empires went around one person. And who else had their own faction at one time? MJF. Remember the Pinnacle?
Yeah. I can see. I just compare Newman more to David Finlay.
David Finlay was over 23 years old whenever he started his reign of the Bullet Club.
He was I think he was like his early 30s.
Yeah, I mean, Cal Newman's a year younger than Switchblade but Switchblade won the big one. Newman hasn't won the big one yet. Switchblade's the youngest ever IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Newman is going to be everything, dude.
I don't think he's winning that belt. He's winning that belt.
Telling you. You can say that all you want, but Newman is it. You already put him on this high roller. You already gave him the cup. You already have him on doing everything bigger and better than the person that came before him. And you got him showcasing talent. Like this is above and far beyond years of age. There's no one that can touch him right now.
I think Suji's going to humble him.
Dude, Suji is going to humble himself with that shitty ass fucking merchandise equipment he has.
You really don't like Suji. I've been listening to you lately. You really don't like him.
It ain't about not liking Suji, man. I'm going ahead and take it down. I'm done gloating. I'm done gloating. Um, I'm not. It ain't about me not liking Suji. It's about me not liking the whole Unbound company. I don't like it. I think it's convoluted. I think it's stupid. I think there is really no coherence whatsoever in that
I
faction.
A few of us, I think, feel like that. I'm not speaking for Josh or Phil, but a few of us feel like it's kind of like just five guys again. But yeah, there's not enough importance. It's just a title. They could have all just been the New Japan home team and just not have to worry about, the shirt's not even. We said the design's not even very good. I
It's
mean,
more
would
Charlie
you?
Dempsey with more technical ability. Well, I think Charlie Dempsey he wrestles a lot more technical when he's outside of WWE because WWE, well, they frown upon technical style, unfortunately.
What Mike's saying, I wouldn't hold up an Unbound Company sign or shirt. I
Fuck
mean,
no.
it's just not. I don't understand why they. I mean, I get it's a different culture, but some of these groups they do, and it's just kind of like just five guys. We wanted to get behind them, but it's like all everybody wanted was Lord Pants to take over Suzuki Gun. That's all the fans wanted, and we didn't get it. That's all we
Yeah.
wanted.
Intense.
We wanted Taichi Gun, and we didn't get that. He was like, oh, everyone's equal. We're just five guys. That's kind of what Unbound Company is. It's just the remnants of one War Dogs guy, a few three Lij guys, and some New Japan side guys. When they could have all just said they were Team New Japan. I don't know what. It's not going to be a million seller wonderful group.
No, it's not. And I'll tell you a reason why. Have you seen your merchandise?
I mentioned this few weeks ago. The Unbound Company looks all right. The problem is the rest of the shirt is bleh. It's a white T-shirt with nothing on it or black. Like what the fuck, bro? Could you have wrote it in? It's like this. Give me a cool back. The Empire has a cool back design on their new shirts. Just saying. Empire has a good design on their new shirts, but
Yeah.
Unbound Company don't have shit.
No, they don't. They don't. And it just, to me, on the New Japan side, watching New Japan, being I've subscribed to the network once before, and this time I'm doing it again, giving it a better run. I'm going to tell y'all this. It's a great, if you don't have nothing to do on an early morning and you wake up and you go, fuck, I want to watch wrestling at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning for whatever reason. Um, it's a
Or on
great show,
demand.
huh?
Or on demand for most people.
Yeah, or on demand. Yeah, yeah. Me and Jordan were the only two dumbasses I know for a fact would wake up at or stay awake until the butt crack ass of dawn and try to
I was
watch.
awake, but I had fucking work though.
Yeah, Phil,
Um,
before here's in the chat, dude, Mike. Before you came along, Phil, Erga, and Genghis would be all there with me every night. But people's lives change with jobs.
yeah,
It sucks, man. I would have been there with you guys. It wasn't.
He would have. We would have been in the main chat talking. Everybody's work changed. The three of them.
yeah.
I remember when Naito was still wrestling. Me and Jordan used to make fun of Genghis for like a Naito. And he told us he pulled Gorilla Monsoon on us.
I'm going to tell you this much, Jordan. We're going to be about getting close to bell time when we get to your house. Like as soon as we get to your house, we have to leave. I'm going to stay at Phil's house, and I'm going to make that fucking room not echo.
Yo, what?
Wait, I thought your plan was to be arriving after lunch.
It was around lunchtime, yeah. But now you see that
You
fucking
don't
empty
have to put a
space?
million things in Phil's room. Just a couple boxes will do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make it look good though. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it straight eye for the queer guy.
All right, what we need to talk about straight eye for the good Lord, what a reference.
The views and opinions.
What time is the show? What I need to know is this is something because someone else wants to come pick. I need to know what time is the TNA Friday show. 7 o'clock. All right, so
That
doors
wait, that's when it starts. When is the doors open?
probably an
There's a
hour.
difference.
6 o'clock.
Yeah. All right. So if we leave at least, I mean, if doors open at 6, y'all probably gonna want a little time to run around, look at merch, look at shit where things are.
I'm
No,
not buying any merchandise there at
y'all
TNA.
not even want to. I'm not saying buy. Y'all don't even want to look around and y'all don't want to be a few minutes early.
I might buy
I like to
stuff.
be a few minutes early. I'm an autograph hound.
All right, well, Josh, my plan was to leave. If we leave at 5, it's about 40, 45 minutes if traffic's not bad, but that'll get us there before 6. So you can, if we're earlier in the line, y'all can walk in and that's my plan. We leave about 5 o'clock.
I think I'm gonna bring my
No,
IWGP heavyweight belt, but I don't feel like getting jacked by some crackhead.
You wouldn't over there, in Westwood. Not where we going. You'd be all right if you want to hold a heavy ass title all show.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and you're not gonna be on camera.
the only thing I want to buy is just a TNA hat. That's it.
All right,
That's
well,
it. That's all I
Josh,
want to buy.
the plan is we should be in that parking lot, nice and parked where we want to be before
Please don't
6
get the
p.m.
Carlos de Sylvia hat. That hat looks ridiculous.
That's the only hat they have available, Phil.
Oh
What?
God.
The Carlos Silva hat, the broke ass HBK guy.
All right, well, the plan is we're gonna get out of here at
Oh,
5
you mean
p.m.
the
guys.
TNA's corporate stooge?
Everybody better be on the bus.
Be on the bus and get left behind. Find your own way
Which
there.
it's crazy. I should have went talk to Richard and got him to buy a ticket. He'd have brought us all on the party bus for free.
Then do it. There's still tickets available.
I don't know if he might already be rented out for the bus to go, but he would have done it for nothing just to come to the show. He'd have done it.
Still see.
I'd have to go drive over there tomorrow and see if he's not gonna know how to do anything. I might have to get online and do it all. But yeah, he would drive us over there and then drive us back, and he'd be like, "Yeah, don't worry about shit. I got the
we
wheel."
can have alcohol in the bus, right?
Bro, you can do anything on his bus.
No hookers.
There's no
We're doing
bro.
some lines.
He
We're
has
doing
stopped
some lines. I got a bag of Oreos. We're doing some lines.
Bro, he had women for a fucking bachelorette party on that bus, and they were on a main highway. And one of the girls, she's hot as shit. She was 30 something. She's like, I gotta piss. Stop the bus. She went in the middle of the road in front of the bus in 2-lane traffic on a main highway and pissed right in the middle of the highway.
Sound like
How
my
do you get
sister.
gonorrhea? Piss in the middle of the street.
Sounds like my sister.
When you don't care, you don't care.
High five? No. But no, man.
But let me see. I'm getting there. Going to be getting there Thursday night.
Yeah, which first of all, I have to. Someone was laughing at me earlier. I said, me on 4 wheels at 11 at night in the dark at the airport I've never been to since they renovated it. Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna get run over. But I gotta do all that. Then Then I found out that airport security and all that has been a pain. In the lines are out the ass. Like they're asking the National Guard to come down here.
Yeah, that's been my major concern. Is like. Because my one of my ex is telling me that TNA went on strike. Not TNA, TSA went on strike or something like that, and now it's all ICE agents at the airports.
You're gonna have trouble boarding. You should be able to come off easy, but boarding, the lines are they already for the airport over here. The governor said he asked Trump. He says we welcome the National Guard to come in and clear this up because it's taking hours. I saw a picture. So it might be a bitch for you to get back on or leave Chicago.
Well, probably in Chicago it'd be a lot easier getting on. It's I think it's leaving Louisiana is going to be the problem.
It might be a good thing you have all day in Florida. you might be 3-4 hours late leaving, dude.
Josh, it was nice knowing you, brother.
Shit.
He's gonna get lost like a bag of cargo. No, I'm joking.
Hey, Josh, what do
The
you?
only thing is I was like, I'm trying to figure out how to bring this stuff with me. Is like I got boxes for everybody, and I'm trying to figure out how to bring that with me without paying extra money.
I don't think you. I think you're gonna have to mail a lot of it, dude.
Yeah.
The only thing would be is if you had a big suitcase you would check and you put all those packages. If they all qualify for, because you know they make you discard everything you can't take if if they go through all
Well,
your shit.
as long it's not, as long as it's not food or pops. I found that out the hard way. I bought last flight. I was bringing 2 bottles of pop with me. They said either drink it or throw it away. I'm like,
Hold up. 2 bottles of what?
oh,
Here we
my
go.
God.
Here we
You
go.
motherfucker
Here
from
we
the
go.
south. It's soda.
No,
It's
no,
what?
no,
It's
no.
soda.
Cold drink. Cold
No,
drink.
it's Coke, man. Everything's Coke. I don't care if
And
it's
cold
Pepsi,
and cold drink. Cold
everything's
drink down
Coke.
here.
Pop!
Cold drink.
No,
Yeah,
it's called pop up here.
it's called Coke down here. Everything is Coke.
Mike, I'm sorry to
Never-
disappoint you. My old man's 87, and he's always said, "So you want a soft drink?"
Soft drink
Soft-
or you want soft drink?
A soft drink. Let's see.
Soda.
Pops, soft drinks, sodas, soda pops,
I'm gonna just start telling people you want an RC, bro.
RC.
Most people won't even know what
What
that
am
is.
I know.
I call it
I
soda.
haven't. Let me see. We used to get RCs when we ordered pizza.
Yeah.
Oh,
RC
that's not a bad one. The best is an aged vanilla root beer like A&W. That with a pizza is amazing, but RC ain't bad at all with pizza.
RC and a moon pie, bro. That's it.
And Mr. Pibb with pizza is not bad either.
Oh, Mr. Pibb's great with a pizza. But I'm telling you, the best thing with RC cola,
Pizza.
the best thing with RC cola is a moon pie.
I'll tell you what, yeah, if y'all really want an RC, the dollar store sells the 16-ounce cans for like $1 versus the 20 ounces like $1.75.
I wish I could. I can't drink regular pop anymore. Regular cola. There's another one.
You
That's
can't
another
drink
one for the
cola?
list. No, I gotta drink diet. I gotta drink diet.
He has to drink 0 sugar added in diets. Dude,
Yeah, that's because
Well, how do you do with beer?
I slam it.
What about, well, there's probably gonna be. What about that pink? I just bought 2 cases of that pink strawberry beer for y'all. I didn't know that.
Oh, Mike. Well, Mike and Phil could drink that. You know.
sissy beer. Yeah, who can drink sissy beer?
You mean hey, like I a couple people they mentioned to me. They said, "Bro, tell them shut the fuck up. Freeze free."
Hey, beer's beer.
Hey,
It's not.
beer is beer.
I actually think Phil's gonna like it. Well, Mike's picky. Josh can only have. I think Phil's gonna actually like it.
Dude, I like sour beer. That's
know.
my thing.
Yeah, you're a
It's
sour
Mike.
guy. You're a sour guy.
I'm a sour
You're
guy.
a guy. Hey, buddy guy. You're a
Yeah, he's a sour guy. He's a sour guy.
I think we have a problem here, guys.
Josh is getting deported.
Now, Mike's a sour boy.
One, Josh is perfectly legal, and second, the New Orleans airport's gonna be like, hey, yeah, get on the plane next. They're not gonna give a shit.
Shit, if my job can't even fire me, what makes you think the U.S. government's gonna fucking deport me?
They're not after Josh. Josh is legal.
Yeah.
Josh can't even speak Mexican Spanish.
Not too. A little. Paquito.
Look, Piquito Espanol, señor. They'll probably arrest me for being the white Mexican.
Yeah, I understand a little bit, but I speaking it.
It's a shame that it's not a Tuesday this show's on, because right where we're going to the Lario Center, not far away, they have Taco Tuesdays. And let me tell you, not only is it all real Mexican, but the basic taco is $2. And you get a wait a minute. You get not a bag of chips, you get a bag of chips for free with the sauce for any. As much as you buy $1-2 taco, you get a bag free. But then you can add in, they have real beef, real chicken, real pork. You're looking at $4 or $5 taco. That's like a real size taco.
The question is, do they have lingua
Jordan,
taco?
you're getting the actual Grande Americano versus the Chad Gable Taco Bell Grande.
If you go on a Tuesday and you're willing that there's 50 Mexicans in and out at all times, constantly getting food, because where else can you feed the family on $12? You got like 24 fucking tacos.
Yeah. And country, it's called pop. All right, you're from the fucking Midwest. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I'm reading Anthony's question. I don't
What
agree with that because Newman is very much, you could tell, trained by Osprey and very much wrestles like he comes from the school of Osprey. I can't
He-
compare him to 70s or 80s at all.
A lot of yeah, I'll tell you one thing. Red Pro has a really a lot of good wrestlers coming from there. Even Page's nephew wrestles for Red Pro.
Well, I will say this, and in hindsight of everything that's going on with Callum Newman, and the people say that he's not ready. They said that about another person too. They said that about MJF in his very first title run, and he proved everybody wrong.
I knew MJF was ready.
A lot of people said, "Oh, that man ain't ready."
All you gotta do is if you could, when you could talk that good and you can wrestle all around the board, you're ready.
I remember when I remember when I still remember that night. It was a Double or Nothing. MJF totally outdid like Bret Hart when he was presenting the AEW World Championship. I remember that. That was just amazing.
You can't take nothing away from MJF. He's just good.
Can't take that away from Callum
He
Newman.
even made reference the attack of when Bret Hart got jumped by that crazed fan.
Well, we're gonna find out, Mike, when
Hall of Fame.
we're gonna find out if and when Newman wins the world title. We're gonna find out because you can't. He's not on a run yet if he don't have a title.
If Suji beats him, that's ready.
Technical wrestling it's a lost thing in WWE, and they don't show it that much. The only thing
They still have technical wrestlers. They have Chad Gable is a big technical wrestler, huge technical wrestler.
I'm gonna go with
WWE.
I'm gonna go with what's his name, Pete Dunne.
There's another one. That's
I'm going. If you want to talk to, that's a whole different level of technique. That's a technical wrestler.
It's just not shot. It's just not really famed upon anymore. You look, you see like chin locks, spears, RKO's, blah blah blah. You know, basic wrestling maneuvers.
Those aren't basic. A basic wrestling maneuver is a chop, punch, and a clothesline.
The old chin locks, the number one sports entertainment move for catching your breath.
And the kicks. Those are basic moves.
I would call basic moves an elbow drop on the mat, a leg drop on the mat, a drop kick, an arm drag, an arm toss, a snapmare to the head. That's all basic moves to me, bro.
Running the ropes.
A basic suplex, basic body slam, like press, not a press, but a basic body slam. That's all basic. A regular, a plain vertical suplex should be a basic move. A straight up vertical. That should be a basic move.
Yeah.
That all should be with chops and kicks and off the rope and bumps and all that clotheslines. That's drop kick should be most definitely. Everybody should know how to do a good drop kick.
Take a look at everybody in New Japan, especially the young lions.
You can drop kick and drop kick. And
sometimes people can't get up in the air like that.
Yeah, don't get it. Well, unless you're a hoss, don't be in pro wrestling if you can't drop kick. Big Show, when he was a kid, could drop kick.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. When he did that to Halloween Havoc, I remember that.
He did it to Hogan. He drop kick Hogan. I was like, holy fuck, that big man got up in the air.
Yeah, that's
then he got fat.
Well, he got WWE money, and then Vince is like, hey, don't do that stupid stuff. Use your hands.
Yeah, Vince has a style of giant that he likes, and that's what he wanted. He wanted Keith Lee to be more like that, and less what he was, you know. But
he was just more agile, though, man.
Yeah. But Vince don't like the big agile. That's why Mike Awesome didn't make it as great as he was. Sadly, Mike Awesome should have been.
I mean, why does he think he didn't like the Bam Bam Bigelow nor Vader?
See, I don't understand. Vince let Bam Bam be. He was like, "Oh, look how agile he is for his size." I'm like, "Okay, there's one, but why not let the big guys that can fly do it? Not like Big E breaking his neck. That stupid suicide dive Big E would do. We were waiting for it to happen. And I know that's not really what got him, but that's what we were waiting for him to put him out. That stupid dive.
Like that Javon Evans dude, and I have nothing against him. I think he's a great wrestler, but something's gonna happen to that kid. He's gonna get injured really, really soon on the main card. on the main roster.
Yeah,
Watching him.
he's flying up in the air. Like sometimes it's like I look at him like, Jesus Christ, how fucking high are you gonna get up in there?
Logan Paul does some high extreme stuff and hasn't injured himself yet. Especially the way he stiff legs his move that he does like Hangman with stiff legs over the rope. That's just everybody's like, bro, when is he gonna break a leg? It's like I don't know how he does it.
Mm. But anyway, moving on to some new wrestling news. We have
Yes.
Tony Storm, who isn't injured but is out indefinitely into the end of 2026.
Tony
Minimum,
Storm.
minimum out. They expect they're out for the rest of the year.
Now, is there any actual new word on what she's injured, or is she just out doing a movie? She
They-
I don't
taking a
think
break?
you wouldn't stay that long for a movie. Mike's suggesting mental issues. This is all speculation for me, especially. I'm thinking she might be prego. Mike says no.
I don't think
A
she's
lot of
pregnant.
people said that, but there's some people saying she's not. There she is. Who knows? She probably just taking some vacation time. Spending time with her husband. Just taking a break. She had a long career. She had a
Yeah,
long.
she's had a long. Phil is right. She's had a long ass run at the top, right under the top, and back at the top. What if she's banged? What if she's
slowed down a little bit? Recharge
what
the
if she's
batteries.
what if she's
Yeah,
banged up and just needs? What if she's banged up and just needs to step away for a little while?
That's a smart idea. Just like
Yeah.
recharge your fucking batteries.
I don't see Tony Khan a lot. I don't see Tony Khan ever going along with that. I see him being more like, "Oh, come on, you can do it," just like he did to Osprey and injured him. Mentally, Tony Khan will say, "Sure, I'll give you a break," but physically, Tony will use you till he breaks you. He don't care.
Now,
Yeah,
Omega
and kind of
and
messed up. They
Osprey.
kind of hyped up a match with her and Ronda Rousey, and now she's on break. I'm like, the fuck kind of cock tease is that?
Anthony, that doesn't mean she would be. That would mean that we found out she's newly pregnant. Now, that wouldn't mean she's been pregnant in the ring, dude.
all right. Let me put it like this: Juice Robinson would have already said something.
We don't know that.
Yeah, that dude can't keep his mouth shut.
Possibly be a work.
Juice Robinson can't keep his mouth shut. I mean, hell, look at what happened to him in WWE, and look what happened to him in NJPW when he got a little bit of hot water when he was there in the Bullet Club.
What? He wasn't in the Bullet Club.
Are you
He
crazy?
was, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, at the very end with the rock hard bullshit. Yeah, at the very end. Then they brought him with that. I don't even count that because look, I even forgot about it. Yeah, him and Switchblade were enemies. They decided to put him in, and then he's gone all of a sudden, and then he's over there in AEW in catering in what is called over there?
The Ben Bay.
Yeah, Guantanamo Bay.
He's not in Guantanamo Bay anymore from what I've seen.
He's back
Yeah.
on television.
Wrestling?
What on Saturday nights?
No, he's on Dynamite.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was just on Dynamite. He was in.
Never
also,
never
he was
hear
in
about
that,
anybody. Never hear about anything. Never heard about Jay White's run. Never hear about him. I don't know why they not. Why we don't get.
Oh,
YouTube
there
clips.
is some news. There is some good news about Adam Cole. He's in good. Well, I've seen him on his. Even the Young Bucks say he's in good spirit. He's actually healthy and everything. He's mostly been on Twitch a lot.
I don't think the dude's getting back in the ring. I think he's something's up there.
He's got a lot of
See what happens.
head
If he
issues.
doesn't, then But it just sucks that it happens to Adam Cole. I heard he's a really nice guy though in real life.
I just don't think he was cut out for pro wrestling. He gets injured every 2 seconds, and it's just. I just don't think he can
used
do
to
it.
not get injured that much, especially back when his Ring of Honor days.
Yeah, and then he approached 30 years old, and it was all downhill.
Yeah, you got to remember when you hit 30, your warranty expires.
Ibushi busted what 41, 42, and all of a sudden he went from looking great and a high specimen to one of the quickest plunges I've ever seen.
But
His health just went down.
yeah, but the thing about Adam Cole, I watched him through his heyday in CZW with Maya
With the
Mia
kingdom.
Mia Mia Yim. Mia Yim was Adam Cole's first valet in combat forever. That was his manager in Combat Zone Wrestling, and his
For
biggest
those
rival.
who know, that's Mi Chen.
Well, I mean, it's Mia Yim, man. But back then, his biggest rivalry was Ethan Page,
All
and,
these page.
The
and then
alarms are going off on my. I don't mean to interrupt you, Mike. The alarms are going off on my phone that Obafemi caught Brock a second time, which I still think
Yeah,
Brock might pull out the win at
I wonder
Mania,
how
piss
much
somebody off.
paid
I,
Brock
I
to
don't
put
think so on that.
WWE over.
What?
I wonder how much WWE paid Brock Lesnar to put Obafemi over.
I don't. If it keeps up like this, Brock's winning at Mania. If they keep this up, they're gonna use that to piss everybody off. Y'all wanted it. Y'all got the match, but we didn't say Brock had to lose. I could see them doing it.
With Brock's
They should, man. If they do that, that's the biggest burial job ever. I mean, Brock.
Not if Brock's gonna lose to Gunther at SummerSlam.
dude, it's still a big. Dude. You got this guy high up on the card, right? Well, it ain't even on the card, but he's high up there because people look at him and go, "Wow, that's a big dude." Wow, that guy.
We just saw that, Mike. We just saw that. Uemura the whole crowd wanted him, and he just lost in the main event to Newman. That's how you build stars and you keep up the anticipation. We just saw that.
Well,
We
I
just
knew
saw
that
that
was
with
gonna
Shooter.
happen.
We just
I
saw
knew
him.
that was gonna happen.
We just saw Cal Newman beat Shooter. Same thing happened.
Well, I knew it was going to happen with you. Yeah, I told you that, and you're like, "No, it ain't gonna happen." I was like, "Oh, it is happening."
I didn't think they were gonna do it. That whole crowd was 100% behind you, and you know it. You saw
Oh,
the
it
merch.
was. Oh, it was, dude. I mean, how do you make a star? You push them to the moon, and then you yank the moon from them.
Obafemi at Mania.
Obafemi has no moon.
What you mean he
What
has
moon
no
does he
moon?
have?
It
Dude,
was blown up by the Death
You-
Star.
if you put him on segments, that's not a match. And WWE, that's what they do. They build you by segments, dude. That is the dumbest shit ever. Because
Well, Brock keeps getting the upper hand on Brock. That's 2 weeks in a row. I'm liking it. I like that because that showed me. I mean, we could see Brock might somehow get his number on the last week or before or what, but we're gonna
but the
see.
thing is, though, Obafemi don't have anything to go for. He has no.
Everybody's
as they say,
hyping
brass
him.
ring.
The people have given him what he's going for. He's the next big thing, like Brock was in '02.
Okay, that could be a thing, but exactly how many matches has he had in WWE on the main roster? 2.
Yeah, and how many world class athletes has he fought? Brock's gonna be number one.
But my thing is this, though, man, about that whole situation is you don't job him out to a guy that you want to make the next big thing.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to watch.
That's sort of like saying, we got this great guy here, and we're gonna push him to the moon, but there's no moon, and yeah, we're gonna put him back in catering next week.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I mean,
That's what's gonna happen if they job him to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Then he's gonna be in catering because nobody's gonna want to see him anymore.
what if you build a story with? Oh, let's just we are hypothetically speaking here, people. What if we build a story where Obafemi does lose at Mania, but then if he sits back, he looks and he goes, "I'm not intense. I'm not hard enough. Now I'm really gonna bring it," and he just mows through the entire roster, picks up a U.S. title or an IC title, and holds that bitch for a year plus after this. What if that happens?
Nobody's
people-
gonna care. Nobody's gonna care.
I would.
No, you wouldn't. Because I'm gonna tell you why you won't care. If you had like this big Goldberg-esque dude show up on the main roster, undefeated on the main roster, undefeated in NXT, dropped the title in NXT, got screwed in NXT because that's the only way they could get a title off of that man. And then now you're gonna put him on the main roster and do the same thing, but then you're gonna be like Oscar, be like, "Oh yeah, that guy can beat you."
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna screw him over like they did Oscar because that was a Vince job right there.
Oh, that.
Or
still-
Shinsuke.
But that WrestleMania was the end of my regular viewing of WWE. That pissed me when I found out Not only what happened with Asuka was that out of all people, Charlotte, who didn't need it. Then they told when I found out they told not only did the AJ and Nakamura match below ass, but I found out Vince told them tone it down not to make Brock and Reigns 4 or whatever it was look bad or 3. And then my friend, who's the big at the time the biggest Roman Reigns supporter when we all booed the fuck out of him, he even said during the show, "This match sucks." He even said it with Rock and Brock. I mean Reigns and Brock. He was like, "This match sucks." That was my last one.
But you're telling me Brock Lesnar deserves that win over
No,
Obafemi at
no, he
Mania.
doesn't deserve it. You do that to get for everybody to put an eye on Obafemi. You can't redo the Goldberg storyline 8 times or twice. You can't. You can't. It won't be good. We've already had an undefeated guy coming. No, the WWE didn't do it. We've had that already.
Okay, but now hear me out. So you're saying Lesnar goes over him. Does Lesnar deserve it or need it?
Neither it's all to do with Obafemi and getting the crowd heated on Brock. They may use that to turn Gunther face to be like, please put Brock out. Who knows? I thought they would have kept Brock face, keep Gunther heel, and have Gunther beat Brock where people actually cheered him for the first time forever and get all that heat on Gunther as the number one most, even more than now, most heated, pissed guy that everybody's pissed at. But they're gonna have to come up with something because if that's really the Summer Scam match in Minnesota or whatever it's supposed to, if that's really gonna be Brock's final match. Gunther's a heel currently. Lesnar could tween. Wrestler can do like Orton. If Lesnar wants to make the people like him, he can. If they need him to be a dick, he can. But what do we do at all? But it's the most interesting thing about this WrestleMania is that Obafemi and Brock match. It is. Really, y'all have anything
Mhm.
y'all are more interested in story wise or anything than
I
when
like
you say over?
the Blackheart Leo Rush a lot more than hearing about Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar.
Come on, Phil. That dude is never going to be sniffed the world title. Okay,
I don't care. He's more interesting. A turd is more interesting than Brock Lesnar.
You know, a lot of people, a lot of the damn journalists, a lot of the dirt sheets really hate Leo Rush's new look.
yeah. There's been people bit. I don't mind it. Phil
I
loves it.
love it.
I don't
I
mind
But
like
it.
he's running around the ring like Rafiki.
I think he needed this kind of shakeup. I think it's
Yeah,
good for Leo Rush.
he needed a change.
Yeah, big
Well,
time. He
Yeah,
needs.
instead of coming out with a bunch of spikes
this
on
is
the
a
jacket.
game changer for him. I think
the what, Phil?
this is a game changer for him. It's getting
Wow,
him
no
some
pun
time.
intended there.
Yeah, he needed a change because him coming out with them fucking floaty jackets that he was coming out with.
Dude, he did that in NJPW too.
The change is good for him because now he's not just another vanilla midget that can fly around. He's got a person. It's giving him a personality. You know who he reminds me of, even though they're not the same culture, not the same people. Remember the dude that they kind of ripped off with Dalsim from the movie Bloodsport that went against the E Honda looking dude that run around like an animal.
That honestly, when I saw Leo Rush running around like that's exactly what I thought was from Bloodsport.
And I thought it was pretty cool because you know what? That is a fighting style in some cultures of the world. And we have not seen that, especially in where he's at. We haven't really seen that. So I don't mind that. I
We
think
actually
it's
did see that with TJP in New Japan when he was the ass swab.
okay.
Squirrel moment.
But
No,
yeah,
no, squirrel.
no
I'm gonna
squirrel.
tell you why it's a squirrel
Well,
moment, Phil.
TJP also has an alter ego.
Subject.
No,
Yeah, you jump from WWE to the AEW to something else.
No Japan.
I'm just telling you that like a lot of wrestlers have alter egos.
Not a lot of wrestlers have alter egos. Not a lot of wrestlers have alter egos.
Let's go to the basics. Phil is very high on Leo Rush and hopes he has a great run.
Okay.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
TJP. You remember the Aswang?
Dude, we
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. I get it, but what you said is wrong. Not a lot of wrestlers have alter egos.
Now
There's
I
some
know what
very
the,
few wrestlers that have alter egos like that. You just
I know
have
the
like
comparison he's
Liger.
making, but
Jake
it's
I do
one
know
thing.
Liger.
I do know the comparison he's making. I get it, but at the same token,
And I don't
in the
deserve the
same
fucking score for that.
aspect, the very first person
Anyways,
was Bray Wyatt.
I just want to say that Roman Reigns has the whitest teeth I have ever seen on a human being in my entire life.
When he came back from cancer, he went and got his shit done because that shit is, you can see that man glow in the dark if he smiles.
Oh yeah, it's like sometimes I just look, just watching him do an interview, and it's like I just stare at his teeth. I don't know why. It's like why is his teeth so white? Like
He went and got the most expensive veneers you could buy.
He ain't the only one though, man. There's another guy that looks sort of like Roman Reigns that done the same thing. He plays in that undersea character, my favorite DC character of all time.
The guy that almost looks like the Jason Momoa dude.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say his name.
All right, but yeah, I find that's almost two of a kind, right? I don't know if Vince saw
Yeah.
one of them first or what, but Phil's all over the world tonight, guys. Y'all know how he is.
Yep, it happens. It's go. It's go. It's go time. But
all
the
right,
thing,
what okay, what other? Oh, let's stick to what subject in WWE. What other news do we got?
The go ahead Tama Tonga news, Mike,
oh yeah, he got fined for filming rehearsals.
and it's not a work. It's 100% like shoot.
Yeah, that's an unwritten thing in WWE is you don't do stupid shit like that.
Well, you want to explain it, Mike, so the viewers know what we're talking about, like what happened.
All right, so Tamatanga went to rehearsals and was on a live feed and was videoing everything that was going on. And people are like, oh shit, we can watch WWE rehearsals like legit. And then WWE caught wind of it off of a social media. It's from one of the people that was watching it, posted it to social media, and WWE was like, hey, we see you in my office for a minute. And he's like, all right, what's going on? He's like, is that you? Yeah. He's like, here's your bill.
Oh
Huh.
boy.
What do you mean that's my bill? Oh yeah, you just violated an unwritten law of WWE. Well, it's unwritten. Yeah, so you need to pay that. And they say it was a hefty fine. So what I'm guessing is either 10, 20, maybe even $30,000 in fines, depending how long the video was.
Don't you do it again?
And they probably gave him the stern warning of don't do it again or else. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure or else is like future endeavorment. And if that is the case with future endeavorment, he'd be better off back in New Japan, in my personal opinion, anyway.
Well, his goal that whole time was to go to WWE, and the only reason he didn't go years ago is because they refused his brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he didn't go. And they said, now we'll take you and your brother. He's like, all right, I'm in. But that was the whole thing holding up Tama Tonga because they wanted him back when they took AJ. And he said, not if my brother can't come. Which, respect for that. That's a lot to give up your career for someone. I had some friends in music, and they had this brother team. They were very good for years, and they wanted the singer guitar player. They didn't want his brother that was either drummer played whatever. And he said, if my brother don't go to Nashville, I don't go to Nashville.
Yeah.
And he didn't go.
It's like the whole thing though is, do you think they're going to fire just one? If they fire him, they fire his brother too. I guarantee it.
I
Oh yeah,
wouldn't do that, but I could see him getting let go in a year if he's stuck around. But if he's under contract, unless they cut him, Tongaloa would have to stick around, and Hikaleo, that's all family. Those guys would have to stick around. I cannot go back to your comments for some reason, Anthony. Don't let me scroll up and down.
I'll go back up for you. He's talking about Uba Femi. He goes, I disagree with what I see is happening. He beats Brock at Mania. Brock asked for a rematch, saying it was a fluke. Then he beats him even worse for his retirement match at SummerSlam. Then he goes, you guys need to watch this guy hard because WWE has been scouting him for over a year, but you haven't heard because it kept it. the download. He's wrestling out of the Caribbean Pro Wrestling. His name is Prince Agbala Power.
Okay, well, if and when they get this Prince guy, everybody will check him out, especially Josh as he watches the show regular. We'll see him. I don't see a rematch with Brock for one simple reason. If Brock's really leaving this year, they want the. It's been planned for years and it didn't happen because Brock got with the Vince scandal. Brock got removed for a time, but that WrestleMania that year, I don't know if it was it 24 or before, but the plan was Gunther. They want that fucking match, and I mean they trademark Legend Killer for a reason.
Career killer.
Career killer, yes.
Mm.
They trademark
Well,
not just because he's beaten Cena and he's beaten AJ. Number 3 will do it. That's a crowning achievement. As much as some people might like Gunther or not, that's a hell of a thing to have on your resume that you took out John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and AJ Styles, even though it's a WWE ring. That says a lot.
Rey Mysterio has announced his retirement at the end of the Paris PLE this
I
year.
heard that. Yeah, that's true.
So if it ain't Brock versus whoever at SummerSlam, then it could be Gunther beats Ray and puts him away too.
There was talk of that it was going to be Rey Mysterio if he wouldn't have been slightly injured. There was talk of that as well, that Brock would have squashed Ray, and that would have led to like an Obafemi deal or something, or he'd have come out there to help him out. I don't know how that would have worked, but wait, don't let me forget. I don't want to jump subjects, but while we're still on WWE, before we leave WWE, remind me, I have one more piece of news whenever we.
Okay. But no, the thing I'm
Finn
saying,
Balor is coming back out to Balor Club tonight.
yeah, and he beat the shit out of the Judgment Day.
Oh,
Single-handed.
oh my! Oh! Speaking of fucking, we're talking about a dynasty type of fucking cat fight between Stephanie McCure and what's her face, Liv Morgan. Oh my god, man, that was a straight up. If people don't know what Dynasty is, it was an old TV show back in the 80s.
Dynasty. That dynasty.
Yeah, that Dynasty with like 2 women usually always had a big fucking cat fight on well, we could say fuck now. I always had a big cat fight on the show. And shoot, this did not disappoint. They beat the snot out of each other on that one.
That's good.
But Knots Landing was the the rival to Dynasty.
Yeah, well, no, I'm sorry, you can't type Dynasty. You can't. Come on,
I mean, so you could. I'm just say Dynasty and Knots Landing were rivals.
Was it Alexis? Dallas
Dallas was another one.
Dallas was another one.
But Dallas was the big one, and Dynasty was the rival to Dallas.
Yeah, Dynasty was a rival to Dallas. I'll agree with that. But Dynasty, like I said, but the cat fights. Yeah. It was all about the cat fights on Dynasty.
Yeah, Dynasty was more about the women getting physical. Dallas was a little more soap opera-y, and the men in the very much Young and the Restless before they were the old and decrepit.
Yeah,
that show is still on TV to this day.
What?
Yeah, I can't. Man, some of those. I said that 15 years ago. I was like, y'all, out of all of them, y'all watching the old and the decrepit?
Old and the Restless?
Dude, do you remember Cricket back in the day was so hot? Now she looks like grandma. Dude, hey, dude, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I watched a little bit of everything when I was a kid, bro.
Dude, when I got to stay home,
I was more about Holly and the Gals on Price is Right. Thank you very much.
Hey, man, Young and the Restless came on right after Price is Right went off the air.
All I know is this: like when I got stuck home, when I stayed home from school and everything, I got stuck watching General Hospital, Days of Our Lives.
That was on the same network.
Young and the Restless, that was another one, and I'm trying to think. There was another big one back in the day.
Yeah, there was another one. All My Children.
All My Children. There you go.
That was on the same channel as General Hospital. That was a big one too. General Hospital.
I hated General Hospital. It made no sense.
Is that even on the air anymore?
Yeah, General Hospital is. So is All My Children, Young and the Restless. All that shit's still on TV, man.
Jesus Christ.
They took off some of them, like Guiding Light is gone now, and
Oh, yeah.
Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah.
they still don't. They still have Bold and the Beautiful with Young and the Restless on that network.
No.
Yeah.
If they
But
do that,
I know we're getting way sidetracked with
Yeah,
Mom
no one
Vision.
wants to hear about fucking soap operas, damn it.
No, yeah, but get back to what I was pointing at is I'm actually really looking forward to the Stephanie Verker and Liv Morgan match now.
Which is
After seeing that, I mean, literally, I'm like,
which is a good thing because we all know Jade's gonna suck in the ring in hers.
dude, I'm gonna be honest. I think she's gonna have a wardrobe malfunction. She keeps wearing that freaking whatever that thing is she's wearing.
who? Jay Cargill?
Yeah.
She already did. Matter of fact, was it 2 weeks ago? I mean, she got there was some slippage. There was some slippage.
I can believe it. It's pretty.
That's why Lady Flammer from AAA. That's why when she wore her stuff, she actually put some pasties on, or put some tape on. Because she did, if she there was a couple times when that top came down, but lucky enough there was some pasties right there.
Her and
It covered everything up.
It's underrated. The match she and Bailey had was very good.
Yes,
but
not talked about enough.
Here we are, flip flopping. We're squirrel bumping her. Oh god!
All right. Well, before we go on to AEW news, we want to finish up with WWE.
I think there's one more piece of news I'm missing.
There's one story that came out, and it's real, but this is to do with LA Knight.
Before you go there, though, they have a recent signing, and it's the biggest signing they've had, and they've been announcing it all over social media. Have y'all seen it?
For WWE?
Yeah.
No.
Dean Malenko's daughter, Marie Malenko.
I saw her doing a little bit of work in I don't know if it's an indie company. I'm kind of interested in that. I'm surprised she's gone over there and her dad's on the other side of the planet, but I hope she does good. She looks the part.
Well, she did a tryout match with them, and they're like, "Oh, before you go anywhere, sit right here for a second. We're gonna give you a contract."
Well, I know one thing. Her mama must have been a taller woman than Dean because she's taller than Dean.
She's like 5'8".
Yeah, she's got a nice build and a nice size, and she does. I wonder if Dean himself helped out, but she don't look like one of those women. You know when Charlotte first started out, she was and like Nervine kind of didn't know how to grab. Wasn't comfortable. She looks very comfortable holding and grabbing the wrestlers and moving. She looks really like she's done some technical practice in her life.
Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure Dean Malenko trained the shit out of his daughter.
Well, she don't look like a joke, so I hope she does really good for wherever she goes. Wake up, Philip!
Dude, he was awake 30 minutes ago, bro.
We lost him.
I'm back.
Oh, there he goes. He stirs.
Bro, Jesus, man. We ain't been an hour. We ain't been live an hour.
WWE puts him to sleep, bro.
But another little tidbit. Actually, I just saw this is like the reunion of Ethan Page and Danhausen.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
I just saw the clip. He's like doing his little thing, and all of a sudden, this Danhausen comes out of nowhere, like he's like, "Hey, Egon!" He's like, "No."
Speaking of, that's something else we need to touch on. How over Danhausen is just getting more and more and more over. He's absolutely a success. He doesn't have to. He's absolutely a success. There's a few haters still out there. Tough shit. He's outselling everybody. His segments are highly rated. I go and watch and clip on every one of his shorts and everything they post just to watch what he's doing. To me, he's the best part about WWE right now. Sorry.
Dude, Danhausen is must-see TV. I mean, he is, especially on SmackDown with the Bella clones.
The clones. Clarence.
On the Miz, he's like, I have been in here for 25 years and I don't even have a T-shirt.
Yeah,
He does. He just.
he has a T-shirt. They don't sell because they suck.
Yeah, he's like, how does Danhausen have a T-shirt already? He just
Can we?
debuted. Well, the
Can we?
guy's like, he has 5
He has 5 T-shirts. Yeah,
Can we?
designs.
Anyone willing to bet me? I don't think y'all are that dumb. I say we see a Danhausen blimp at Mania. I think we get a mini blimp, drone controlled or not, or maybe the smallest blip, and something's going to be hovering above people at some point at Mania, night 1 or night 2. I truly believe it.
I
he's
believe
somewhere-
I see it happening. I'm
It could be-
surprised
it
it
could-
hasn't happened yet.
It could be a 2 foot tall, of 2 foot long, smallest thing in the world that you need a microscope to see. But he's gonna have, unless it's gonna be the most ridiculously big thing, or I don't know if we're gonna get that. I was gonna say, if we really want to go out on a limb, what if they dare to put his face on the spear for like 5 minutes on the big Vegas spear?
Josh, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Blackhawks have a little blimp that goes around in there and they drop all shirts to random people. Am I right or wrong?
Yep.
I think in some way, shape, or form, maybe not the biggest Goodyear style blimp, some way, shape, or form, there's going to be some kind of flying object for Danhausen. That's my belief at Mania.
But the blimps at the hockey matches aren't that big. They're pretty big. You can see them.
Yeah.
Probably what, about 3 feet in diameter?
3-4 feet, something like that.
That would be about good because they'd be like Danhausen. He doesn't have all the money to go big expensive, but it's a little bitty blimp. And he dropped. That would be cool.
But then we go like, yes, my Danhausens have been met.
Yes, I got my blimp.
And the way that he can do the Hall of Fame thing is have him be the master of ceremonies.
I don't know if we're gonna get that because there's a lot of probably the best event of the year is probably the Hall of Fame, and they do tend to treat it with prestige these days. So I don't know.
I got a feeling Danhausen's going to be creeping around.
I think he'll be on an interview, or they may pan to him like Muppet style 2 or 3 times behind the crowd with a side interview. I think we might see a repeating. Danhausen might be on a mission, and we get him 2 or 3 times in the Hall of Fame behind the crowd. That's what I'm thinking.
The last 4 years running, the Hall of Fame has went down in sales. They haven't been selling a lot of tickets to the Hall of Fame. How do you make people watch the Hall of Fame?
Danhausen.
Master.
What I'm saying is, if you do it in a Muppet style, where you've got Danhausen behind the crowd, that's all sitting forward with the side interviewer, and you have him on a side quest, like somehow he's trying to get monies for something or people to petition to put him in, and you have him 2 or 3 times in the show, like at that position, not on the stage. That's what I would do with Danhausen. It would work.
I think they should have him as master of ceremonies and him standing there petitioning to be in the Hall of Fame instead of being there showing off everybody else's accolades.
I think before the day you would get that, you would need to have someone who can mix a little bit of comedy with a lot of bit of truth, and R-Truth would be the perfect master of ceremonies without going crazy. I don't think it's Danhausen.
I don't know, man. I think Danhausen can pull it off, bro.
I could even see him eventually the Miz being
I do got to ask, when did they add Dennis Rodman to the?
He got added last week.
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he is. He is going in the Hall of Fame. That is true as well.
And Devin's probably in the chat yelling, Godzilla!
Who's going to induct him?
Well, we don't have Hulk anymore.
Well,
we don't have Hall.
Kevin Nash?
Nash? That would be the only one.
I would get Eric Bischoff, honestly, because that's who cut the deal and brought him in. And they do have some history, the two of them. But they would drink together. They partied.
Basketball practice for Monday Night Nitro.
Dude, he paid $20,000 in fines to go wrestle at Nitro because it was a bigger paycheck.
I was there. I was there.
You know what?
I was there for that.
$millions of dollars. If I get fined, it's worth it.
I was there for that Nitro. I was there for that one.
Bischoff said they were.
Because I was sitting there and it's like his
Excuse me.
because I actually had to watch the replay because they said that too. Once I got home, and the announcer, because obviously you don't hear the announcers when you're live, but they said it's like, hey, ain't he supposed to be training for the
Yeah.
for a game?
Yeah, he skipped out on him, but he was partying so hard with Bischoff and Hogan. Bischoff told the story that they were drinking. Bischoff was even like, holy fuck. He walked into the room and he said Rodman was plowing the fuck out of Carmen Electra like pile driver style. He's like, okay, let me walk into this room. and
Damn.
But
Because
I don't
back
think you can, without Bischoff, no one could go out there call Rodzilla, and make it make sense. It has to be Bischoff. Has to be harder.
It would be either Nash or Bischoff,
Has to
or
be Bischoff.
if they really want to go put him over, they get Jordan.
But he had nothing to do with his WWE. It was against Karl Malone, not Jordan. Rodman was against. They were the same team.
Yeah, it was a
Rodman.
tag team match that it was.
Yeah, Karl
Hogan,
Malone was
it was
the
Hogan
big
and
piece.
Rodman versus Karl Malone and Diamond Dallas Page, and the reason why
Diamond
they
Dallas Page?
had that
No.
match is because they blamed him for costing Hogan the belt against Goldberg.
I would say Diamond Dallas Page would be a good one, but then again, I just thought, wait a minute, didn't he just induct Luger?
I don't think they would use it makes perfect sense to use Bischoff. That's who hired him. That's who brought him in. I mean, he did it, but this was all before the Mike Tyson shit. I mean, that just makes sense to get Bischoff.
Actually, yeah, it did take. Yeah. The first event was Bash at the Beach '97. Was Hogan was Luger
Giant.
versus Hogan and Rodman. I remember that.
Luger and the Giant, which just sounds ridiculous that Rodman could have stood a chance with Hogan. But yeah, that was the first match. But Rodman came back later on to work.
He also had the one in '99 where Macho Man. When
That was he worked 3 programs. The second one was Karl Malone, and the third was against Macho Man, and that was the end of his run.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he also said he was also trying to get Gorgeous George, which was Macho Man's girlfriend at the time, and his valet.
Anthony asks, he says, "This is me being harsh, but I feel AEW right now feels like the end of WCW in 2001. It really does. The only difference is Tony has more money than that's not true. Tony doesn't have Tony's dad. Ted didn't have any power at this point in WCW. Ted signed deals.
Honestly, what are you guys watching? I've watched WCW at the end, and it sucked. AEW is nowhere near close to that bad.
Well, what I'm talking about is money. So no, Ted Turner got signed bad deals and pretty much got put out of his own company, Anthony. So by that point, Ted was relegated to a small window office where he just had to sit there and watch other people take over his own bad deals with AOL and Time Warner. He just horrible signings. That's what killed WCW. Bad deals. They didn't want it. But no, it wasn't a problem of money. The problem was at the end there was just the company did not want wrestling. Time Warner, which is funny because now they want AEW, but that just shows you. But yeah, they didn't want wrestling on the network. And they wanted to get rid of it and write it off. Bischoff would get his investors. He was promised 2 hours on TBS. Nitro was going to move to TBS. And then they told him, no, we're not giving you any TV. So that meant WCW was worth nothing. But that's why I say the same thing about AEW. When this merger goes through, what's going to happen with their TV, not their streaming. So Bischoff was like, the company ain't worth $15 now. And Vince was able to swoop in and buy it because there was a loophole in the lawsuit about how Nash and Hall were used. This just shows you how brilliant WWF's lawyers were. They actually put in there, if ever WCW gets a chance to be sold, that Titan Sports, that was Vince's company, gets first crack. And that's how Vince really walked away with WCW. And the Time Warner didn't want it, so they damn near gave it away for a lowball price. The stuff, the library. That's how he walked away with it. That's really how he did it.
Dude,
I don't
you
think
said
I
go
don't
down.
think AEW feels like WCW 2001 doesn't suck.
I think I know what Anthony means, and that's why I don't watch it anymore. Is AEW first 2 years were like felt like WCW 97, 98, and now none of it lives up to where AEW was. A lot of the originals are gone. There's people not on team. How many women are still in that division that were there year one and year two that were champion? Let the wind blow. It's
Well,
that's what it feels like. They're just that it's okay. This talent come now. This talent I think that's what he means. It's like it feels like WCW 2000 talent wise because you don't have. Yeah, Jericho's old, but Jericho's gone. What was our women's roster? Riho was the first ever women's champ. Bye bye. Who we had after her? Nyla Rose ain't been on TV in forever. Don't really care either. Who? Sheeta? Where's she? Sheeta? Sheeta?
Sheeta's
Where?
been doing like a lot of
Thunder Rosa
YouTube. She's been doing a
Thunder
lot of
Rosa's back.
video
just came
game
back
streaming.
after what 2 years?
She's been doing a lot of streaming on video games. She's on
That doesn't help AEW television one bit. Streaming video games. That no.
Uh,
Where's the dentist at? Where's the dentist?
She's
Everybody's been asking that one.
mhm.
Tony Khan got her held up in a contract where she might jump to WWE.
Like I said before, though, this is the rumors speculating. These are the two rumors that I've been hearing a lot about. The third one I don't agree with because I don't think that could happen. The first one is it's Dr. Britt Baker, the one that put Tony Storm on the shelf. The second rumor is
Makes no sense.
it doesn't. You two after the top star, the person that took you out made you not the top star anymore. You take out the top star, you become the top star again.
I hate to say it, but Britt Baker maybe wasn't as good as she thought she was. She has now look at all these wrestlers from Stardom now. You got Megan Bain, who's way better than Britt Baker. You got Willow Nightingale, who's way better than Britt Baker.
That's I don't think that's on Britt Baker. That's on Tony Khan for telling her you're going to be the face of this company. You're the best. They want you to be our woman. And then, well, why you're not going to have an ego if a boss tells you that? And yes, she was poisoned in the locker room.
But hear me out. The first one is Britt Baker. The second one is Ronda Rousey, which that makes sense because they had that face off. But the third one that don't make any sense is Shayna Baszler.
That really don't make sense. She's supposed to be training in NXT, having a job and a contract.
That's what I've heard, man. And I heard that she's been doing a great job there. Getting other women.
Britt Baker technically would be killed by Ronda Rousey. She's not believable.
But the thing is,
I would put Thunder Rosa against Ronda.
No. It ain't about who. I'm talking about the person that took out Tony Storm. The first rumor is it's Britt Baker that took out Tony.
Oh, the fake story. I thought y'all meant it. I was like, how in real life did it? Okay, who laid out Tony Storm?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Then was it Thecla's trying to take credit for that too?
She sort of kind of took credit.
I also like that she got a win against Marina Shafir. That really brought her back.
I agree, Anthony. MJF is their one guy that's miles above their supposed home. He's not even homegrown talent himself, but he is miles above the rest that are not WWF guys. He is.
MJF's a homegrown. Yeah, he's been there since.
And you gotta give Osprey his tops. You gotta give Osprey. I mean, even though he wasn't made there, Osprey is their current guy that could go, that steals the show, that looks great, that rests. You got to put Osprey up there.
And this is another thing too. Speaking of WWE, going back one more time, Powerhouse Hobbs, Royce Keys, whatever you want to call him, doesn't have anything set up for Mania. Hasn't even been on television.
They're talking about Gunther might not have anything for Mania. That's been breaking. Oh, not breaking, but that's been discussed for over a week. That they were saying that because of the way things went down, that he may have nothing to do with Mania.
And they're also saying that Aleister Black ain't gonna have nothing for Mania, and he beat Randy Orton, and he beat what's his name, Drew McIntyre. He beat them both. And he don't even have a match for Mania. And there's like, oh yeah, but after Mania, we're gonna push him to the moon. Why not do it at Mania?
I don't know. I just don't find Aleister Black is at a level. It's he thinks he's higher than what he is, like Rusev. Rusev hadn't lost it. Black never rose to the occasion. He's just there's people that do what he does that are better. That's the problem. He's like the
Dude,
C
He
grade
let
guy
his
in the company.
ego get the best of him in AEW, and look what. But when in WWE, he's do what he's told.
You have to. You can go over there and be best buds with Tony and say that doesn't work for me, brother. And he okay, fine, fine. So Rusev sat on the shelf. You paid him to do nothing. Then Black pouted and did. Now they go back to WWE. Do what you told her. You have no job. Yes, sir. I'll lose. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about the difference between Alistair Black and Rusev, Alistair Black has charisma. He knows how to talk. He knows how to act. He knows how to perform. He knows how to set up a story. Rusev has the brain density of a sack of potatoes.
It's true.
I crush you.
Ain't it? I'm like,
I
dude.
thought I thought they fucked
Basically,
up.
Rusev is Zangief from fucking Street Fighter 2.
When Tony Khan hired him, I thought he was going to be a big deal because I said all you got to do. I had his whole character written out. You put Miro in a suit, a nice suit. You let him come out there and be charismatic and cut jokes on people and let him be serious, but let him just run people down. And I said he'd have got over, but no, don't know how to do shit. And Anthony about Britt Baker, if she, that's the reason Tony Khan still got her under contract, so she don't. Then a full time contract, no. A
I think
build to
that
Mania, a
was
build to Mania, and a Mania match at for WWE, and then goodbye. Oh yeah, they'll pay her for that, and she'd take it. Quick 2 months in and out, lose to Charlotte at Mania. They'll hire Britt Baker for that, and goodbye. They'll do
I
that.
think the whole hard
Uh,
camp is bullshit.
What, Phil? We
As
can't hear you with the damn echo.
The whole hard camp is just bullshit.
The hard cam?
Wait,
Royce Keys has issues. The issues, main issue, from what I understand from reading a lot of different things, is one.
his age.
No, it's that he doesn't understand a script.
Because Tony Khan never taught him how.
They never use scripts in the AEW. They go over the matches behind the scenes, and then
They
do
improvise on promos.
yeah. So scripts are totally different to him. And the second thing is his in-ring work was something to be what they call something to be desired or something like. And if you look, and they even made a comparison. Look at Obafemi. Look at Royce Keys. What do you see? WWE sees no difference.
No difference.
One big black guy, another big black guy. What do you see? No big difference.
Obafemi is athletic and can move.
Yeah. What it is that they need to. That's probably why we haven't seen him on TV. I get guaranteed that right now they're putting him through the ringer, coaching him.
Yeah.
And I guarantee he's gonna after Mania.
Yeah.
I guarantee after Mania he's gonna pop up in NXT. He is not ready for main roster. He's not
Oh,
ready.
you're thinking about Royce Keys. I thought you were talking. All right. I thought you were talking about Obafemi.
No.
Yeah, I was. I was talking about how the comparison to Royce Keys, Obafemi. What do you see? No difference.
I see a big difference. But
Yeah, I
that's
see a big
probably why they're
difference.
not.
I see a big difference.
Mariah should be.
There's a reason Obafemi's not.
main roster day one.
Who?
Mariah May. She should have
No.
been main roster day one.
No, she
She
shouldn't
can't
have.
talk.
No.
She has no personality, bro.
She can't talk. That's
She
what's
can talk.
that's
Oh,
what's
I
stubborn
forgot.
about
This
it.
is soap opera. This is soap opera. Bullshit.
Yeah.
She can talk. She can talk.
She
But it
can't.
don't-
She cannot play a face.
She
You got to be.
She can't act, dude. She can't act for shit. Her
No.
Oh,
talk-
yeah, I forgot.
She knows one act.
WWE is for the theater kids. I forgot.
I mean, think about it like this. You have some people that can actually perform in front of an audience, and you got some people that could perform well in 20 people. And then after 20 people, they're like, whoa, that's too many people.
Oh, and another thing is be able to perform as a face successfully and as a heel successfully. And you know who can do that? Their hotshot woman that they have right now.
Stephanie?
No, Stephanie has just as a press. She can do whatever she wants. Stephanie's
Jade?
great. I was taught that did not another AEW flop. That wasn't real. That only knows two tricks. There are too many Goldberg people coming from AEW, like Royce Keys. No, what's her name from? She's the real pretty one. She came from NXT, but she can wrestle. She could do anything.
Tiffy time?
Yes,
Oh,
Tiffany.
Tiffany Stratton.
I'm surprised. Well, given her athleticism and gymnastics, that really helped.
But she can do a face or a heel and make you buy it. Just like whether you love or hate Becky, Becky could play a face or a heel and make
I'm
you
kind of glad
respect
they
it.
got away from that rich daddy girl gimmick they gave Tiffany Stratton in NXT 2.0 because that was just stupid. They made her
Yeah.
someone I actually like now instead of someone, stereotypical blonde.
Well, the thing about Becky Lynch though, Jordan, what you were saying though, is she can play a face or heel. Yeah, but her promos still suck.
She
And
used to
while
do
well, you
good
see, Mike,
promos,
you say that you
watered down.
I'm not the only one that says that. There's a million other people that
when
agree
you
with
were saying that, she got praised with people saying that was the best promos of her career at the same time
For who?
for Becky
for
Lynch.
Becky.
You mean the shit that she went after Nikki Bella with?
Yeah,
Okay. There was a 25% demographic that was like, yay, Becky put an old bitch in her place. And the other 75% were like, why the fuck do we have this on our TV?
I would agree with you. Okay, the Bellas suck ass.
Bianca, she might be losing her finger. So,
Man, I don't know what. We got any more news on this finger that's had her out for over a year and she might be losing? What the hell happened to her finger?
and I think it got stuffed up her husband's booty.
Well, damn. But
That's what he had on television.
there's a lot of women backstage that are high as fuck and respect the fuck out of Bianca.
Oh, dude, she's amazing,
I
man.
like Bianca Belair.
Rhea Ripley puts. I mean, I know Bianca was. I knew she was good the first time I saw her, but Rhea Ripley and all of them put her over hard. Like she's liked backstage and she's good.
Bianca Belair, she was one of the last of the black and gold. I actually like her, Rhea Ripley, Tony Storm.
Tony Storm was black and gold.
Yeah.
Gold NXT.
I only watched. I saw her in the Mae Young Classic, and then all of a sudden, I saw her on the main roster getting creamed in the face.
That was a great turn of the Mae Young Classic. I wish WWE would bring that fucking back.
They're not going to because they failed with the Fabulous Moolah, and when it failed with Fabulous Moolah's name on it, they had a
No, it had Mae Young. You're talking about the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royale, not Mae Young Classic.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
The Fabulous Moolah thing was supposed to be Mae Young. I mean, the Mae Young thing was supposed to be the Fabulous Moolah's thing, and it never happened because they named it the Fabulous Moolah Tournament. Then they had to turn it around and rename it.
No, the Mae Young Classic always was the Mae Young Classic. I watched it.
Yeah, but the Battle Royal before at WrestleMania.
That was the Fabulous Moolah Battle Royal. Snickers found out about her and were like, "We're getting out if y'all don't do something." They were like, "Fuck the sponsor. We got it. We got to do something." So they renamed the Battle Royal to Mae Young. But the tournament that came after the Cruiserweight Classic was always the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah,
there's been 3 of them at least.
What, Mae Young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. That was the last.
I know how I feel.
Yeah, there was at least 2 or 3. The first year, Kairi Sane won. She beat Shayna Baszler in the main event of the first one.
The second one, I think, didn't.
They only had 2. They've only had 2. It was 2017 and 2018. 2017, Kairi Sane. 2018, Tony Storm.
Jordan. Didn't Tony Storm win the second one?
Yeah, that was it. That's what I just said.
I think so. Yeah, because they weren't sold on her yet in the first one. That's when she's come out with the little hat.
Yeah.
The girl that they wanted to win the second one, I believe she got injured hard way on the ramp. I could be wrong. And they went with Tony, but the girl got busted kind of almost like how Cody landed and got that scar on his face back in AEW, but she landed on one of those entrance ways and it fucked her up, and she was all I believe she made main roster, got injured again, and they released her because they were like, we just can't keep doing this. That girl that got injured the first time. Can't remember who it was, but yeah, she ended up getting. She was hurt 2 or 3 times, and she cried, but they let her go. This is an honest question. WWE, I thought how they teach to tell their stories and their promos as to use the hard cam. Why does Phil say that's bullshit? Phil doesn't like the overproduction of anything that doesn't come off as real, and I agree with him. And so he rathers more of a clean, not a clean cut, but kind of like how I like the old shaking of the cameras, and you see the wiring, and you don't the camera people and production people will accidentally be in the shot like it's real, whereas WWE you don't see any of that because they want it to look like a fucking movie. Like he just doesn't like the more setup it is, the more bullshit it is to him, and I can understand
I
this.
hate overproduced bullshit, man.
And WWE is the one with the
Overly,
production and all that
overly
shit.
scripted. It's supposed to be a wrestling, not.
All right, this is what happened. I just read everything about the Mae Young Classic.
Now you're seeing Spicy Phil.
I just read everything about the history, and the first one was Kyrie Sane won,
Yep.
and that was supposed to happen. There was supposed to be a 2019 tournament, but that never happened. It was after Evolution. Evolution.
I was gonna ask, didn't that happen around that time, and they just went with that pay per view instead for a women's show off?
Yeah, the final of the second tournament was held at WWE's first all-female pay-per-view Evolution. As a result of both tournaments, many competitors from the independent circuit were signed to WWE to compete on their NXT brand, with some from the second tournament being signed to the upstart NXT UK brand. A 2019 tournament was planned but fell through. Yeah.
Oh, I remember what happened. Do y'all? It was Vince's initiative. Y'all remember right after this time, maybe a year, Vince announced that he didn't want to get indie talent anymore. And he wanted to make all homegrown
Yeah.
talent. That was the Vince push, like a year or two before he got put out. And I thought that was dumb as hell.
Mhm.
Well, we all know that Vince McMahon sucks dick anyway.
Who?
Exactly.
He also has a shit fetish too.
Yeah.
No.
I heard there was a lot of safety issues. That's why they did those steady hard cams. Because there's times it's well,
But still,
the hard cam works for television like Nitro and Raw, because that way you could get a good shot of the crowd. You want people to be hyped. You want to see people. That helps your show, and especially those days with ratings. So your hard cam's always going to capture your steady action. Then you have you guys with cameras getting in there, getting the good stuff from other angles. But a hard cam for the big promotions today, like WWE, AEW, even New Japan, that you almost have to have a hard cam. You
Yeah,
have
you
to
got
have
to,
that
you
if you
got
have a
to.
television.
yeah,
Heck,
I
even
understand
GCW
that.
got some hard cam.
Safety issues. I understand that,
Yeah.
but trying to make it look, trying to overproduce with the hard cam. I mean,
Oh,
Well, I don't know
what,
how
what,
you
what do you want,
overproduce
Phil?
with
Everybody
the.
with camcorders, just like, oh, look at this shot right here. It's like, oh, he's in here. Oh.
ECW had a hard cam, but they had a brilliant way of making the camera shake when you took impacts on the mat on the ring. Like when RVD would do like the Rolling Thunder, you would see that hard cam like shake. Like is it? I thought that was brilliant.
I
Just
do
and
like,
not
Well, that's
I do like
because
aggravating.
when
the ground.
AEW has those
That's
cameras
probably because the ground was probably not steady.
I thought it looked brilliant, Josh. It added realization. It felt good. It really, and they would zoom in and out of their hard cam. I thought that looked good. I like that. The,
I
the
Well,
like
it
steady
was.
hard.
I like the ring posts, the turnbuckle cameras. That's pretty cool too.
I've had complaints from people about the LED posts hurting their eyes and bothering them to watch. They don't. Not everybody's a fan of the LEDs on the ring, especially the posts. Like it
No,
can
I'm
some
talking about
people.
the cameras on the not the LED that WWE uses.
I know what you told. The AEW had the in ring, the post in camera.
Yeah, but
I
Yeah.
don't know if they do it anymore,
why
but
do
they
they
did.
put LED things on a fucking ring post? Anyway, it's just stupid.
They don't do it all. They don't do it all the time anymore. I think they quit doing it because people get bumped into the damn ring post now. But
That too.
No, they had it on Raw. They had it on Raw tonight.
that's stupid.
Yeah. They had it on Raw. They got it on SmackDown. They got it. WWE's got it all the time.
I like it, man. I know AEW is starting to do the LED panel, LED boards along the guardrails and stuff like that. But just like WWE, but I'm
Got
not
to
a
follow
fan.
that sports entertainment. Got to follow that leader.
It was probably WB that probably asked them to do it.
Whoever
WB.
it was, it don't matter. But
They got to advertise for Jimmy John's.
yeah,
I
and then
mean,
you
if
get
you are wrestling, if you are like if you're a high paid wrestling, you're gonna have to do some advertisements. So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, but
even you
anyways, what
a lot of
is there any
advertising
is
sponsor.
there any other news to talk about?
Yes, yes. The LA Knight, where he's quoted and they have him talking about what happened. So
What
Yeah,
happened? What?
he walked. He had a match, and something did not go right. That's not really the most important part of it. But so when he walked through Gorilla now is a couple of tables with like 6 or 7 people all on computers in the dark and watching the monitors, and he stooped down and started talking to either Triple H or somebody in Gorilla about a spot that kind of got blown, and he got told some things. Well, he found out that because of the reality, what's the reality show called, or the supposed reality show called?
Unreal.
He found out that now that's constantly mic'd, so all of his words got picked up on the recording. So he put out a statement saying that not, and he's unhappy with creative. But besides that, now he goes straight. He doesn't go up to Gorilla no more. He doesn't ask how he did. He goes straight to the back and he says, "Fuck it." And he says, "I'm not going to talk on a camera," and he just doesn't care. But he's not happy with that. Dude needs to realize with his age and where he's at, he is not an A+ player, and he is not going to sniff that world title. He might get some shots at it. He's not winning that world title. It's not happening.
It sucks, but it's like the song by Metallica, sad but true.
Some people just don't want to realize what they are. I mean, especially when you're older, you got to realize you might have never got to the top, but you should have got into business sooner or pushed your way sooner. You're not going to make it at 45 years old or whatever. I mean, I don't care how much you think your catchphrase and what you say is over. Triple H said it best years ago. He said, "Why am I going to pay him top guy money when he's 6 guys combined? He's a combination of Savage and Rock, and he's just all
That's
he's
what
doing is
Kevin Nash
regurgitating."
said.
He's regurgitating old catchphrases. So what am I going to do? Like,
That's
why
what
am I going
Kevin
to pay
Nash
him top
said.
money? That's what Triple H said. Well, I think he's right. Why would I mean, I just don't see what the point is in trying to. I mean, LA Knight's maybe a house card guy, put him in a main event at a little house show, not on TV, but that dude's not Daniel Bryan or CM Punk or Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins or Brock Lesnar or John Cena or Kurt Angle, and he never will be.
Mhm.
Logan Paul's going to have a higher ceiling than him, whether anybody likes it or not. Obafemi has a way better shot. As long as I've never heard him cut a promo or talk yet. But if Obafemi can do the talk and can go face a heel like they want, he's got a way better future than just being big strong man. He's got a way better future if he can talk.
He's not bad. He's not bad on the mic. He's not bad. He's got an accent. He's got an accent and everything.
Accent
But
is I to Vince wouldn't like that. For me, I like it different. I like different. If I had a company, I would want somebody representing every corner of the globe. I would want that difference because you know what? People like different and they like choices. You know
People
why
like
the X-Men? You know why the X-Men is so popular? The X-Men is not popular because Wolverine's just a badass. X-Men is popular because everybody has a character they can relate to and people they like and don't like, and you've got a huge roster to choose from. People
yep.
like choices, and I believe in giving people choices. If I had 50 of the same vanilla people, that all look the same, talk the same, act the same, short of a character, how do you differentiate yourself? Versus if I've got a person from every corner of the fucking globe representing, I like that idea way better.
That's how I feel about WWE. Everyone has the same, almost the same moves, same stupid gimmick.
And where?
I can't even say that.
WWE.
No,
Everyone, it
I
just
can't-
feels
I
the
can't say
same.
that.
The moves are just it's just mediocre.
In ring, yeah, but to say that all the characters are alike is not really true.
no, man.
Yeah.
There is a vast difference in different characters on television on Raw and SmackDown. For one, no one does what Penta does.
True.
There's no one that does what Javon Evans does.
Definitely true.
And there's nobody that can do what let's see, what's that other kid that just came up and is very impressive. Trying to think.
If anything, they have more of a diverse character roster than say, and they don't have weight classes.
You cannot blame Mark Merrow. What happened to Mark Merrow was awful. That was Vincent and creative doing that to him, especially after what Vince Russo did because they chose his wife Sable over him.
Yeah, well, they killed. There's two things happened with the Mark Merrow thing. One, Vince thought he was when he bought Mark Merrow, he bought Johnny B. Bad. Mark Merrow didn't know how to be anybody but Johnny B. Bad. Dusty said this. You bought Johnny B. Bad. You didn't buy Mark Merrow. So then that's why they changed his character 3 times. So like, what do we do with him? You bought Johnny B. Bad. That's what he knows how to be, not nothing else. Golden Gloves, reality or not. Second problem was when they had Sable powerbomb him. It's like your credibility just got shot. You're nothing now. And the two Vinces didn't care because they were obsessed with Sable.
Exactly that pit, and that's why you can't call him.
And then Brock Lesnar was banging her, and then when he found out, he's like, I lost this fight.
Yeah, that was in the 2000s. But it's like saying Mark Merrow might have had a chance if you would have never hired 2 people, Steve Blackman and Ken Shamrock. After you hired them, Mark Merrow wasn't such a badass with his Golden Gloves versus Ultimate Fighting, Ken Shamrock, and fucking martial arts. I'll destroy you with a car and throw it on you, Steve Blackman. There's no way you're not gonna touch that. Those 2 guys are way more legit. Dan Severn came in for a minute, but he's too. I know he didn't last because he decided to leave because of certain bullshit. But with his soft spokenness, without Cornette talking for him, Dan Severn would have never made it. As much as he can do some wrestling, he don't have the personality to be a WWF superstar.
No.
He's a quiet, and yeah, the quiet people can hurt you, kick your ass, but not in a pro wrestling. That ain't gonna work in pro wrestling. You have to be Jake the Snake Roberts, or you have to be fucking
Hacksaw Jim Duggan Ho.
no Hacksaw. What you call that? Oh damn it! Come out, Vader's manager.
Harley Race.
You got to be if you're gonna talk quiet to Cameron, make them believe you. You got to be Harley Race, or you got to be Jake the Snake. That's the only way you're gonna. I'm
Arn
gonna talk.
Anderson.
I'm
Arn
gonna talk.
Anderson.
Well, I actually was watching Arn scream his head off the other day on WCW. So, but yeah, Arn. But you believe every word Arn said. You
Yeah,
did.
but Harley Race was also, he could yell too.
But Harley was famous for that low voice and looking right at the camera. And I'm gonna tell you because this is how it's gonna be, and this is what. And you believed every word. You were like, this dude is a. Or Jake with the manipulation. Almost the whispering, the quiet voice, telling you how it's going. Because this.
Here's another thing. What do you guys think about Andrade's new gimmick, being the ladies' man?
Stolen completely from Mike's favorite new wrestler from Mexico.
Hey, look
Who I
at this.
think does it better.
Hey, Josh, apparently you're not the only one with like tortas.
What?
What?
Tortas para Andrade.
Well, what does it say?
Josh
Put it
loves
back in here.
tortas.
I hate to burst your bubble, Anthony, but the plan was before he got injured, he was going to drop. Moxley was going to drop that world title to Tony Khan's little buddy Darby. And I do not think Darby's a good hand. Darby's a crash test dummy. I do not
No,
think
I'll agree with that. That Darby is not
no.
a champion. He's perfectly good the way he is. Where the position he's in as champion, no, he's not champion guy.
He's not
No.
believable, man. He's not
You
believable.
you want to talk about a good hand? Action Andrade is a good utility player until if and when the deed move up. That's a guy that could get in the ring, wrestle, do what he's got to do. Kyle O'Reilly is a good hand. That's people that you could. That Roderick Strong. That's people you could put in a ring. They can get a good match out of almost any. If we want to go back in the day when they were a little younger, Frank Kazarian and Christopher Daniels, terrific utility players. Jeff Jarrett, as much as people hate him and he got put in the main event, actually works as a heel to circulate to get your shit. Like Jake the Snake versus Hogan on Saturday Night Main Event in the 80s, or Kevin Owens versus your top face as a heel at the lower shows. That's another guy that you can do those things with. But Darby's not a good hand. Darby doesn't even. Violent J and Shaggy, when they were younger, could out wrestle Darby. That's saying something. More
Yeah.
wrestling moves.
That's a little harsh.
When have you ever seen? How many real moves have we watched Darby do that consist of holding a person and doing a move like a suplex, a slam, and how much of that do we see from Darby Allin?
We see a coffin drop.
Yeah, I could fall on my back too, but you know what? I'm gonna be hurt. I won't be able to get up as quick as what's his face, but I could fall backwards too.
El Toro Blanco, that's my dog, man.
Yes, El Toro Blanco, Mike's current favorite. We watched all of Fantastica Mania. I gave it a 10 out of 10 this year. Man. I don't know if anything's gonna beat that this year, but that guy has so much with a mask on, with a full head mask. Has so much charisma. Plus, he does that shit with the lady, and then he'll go from being smooth with the ladies and getting kisses to all of a sudden he's on the ground and you coming after him. He's like, no.
Like a heel, man. Like a full. I mean, dude's money, man. That dude.
Yeah, it's a shame that Andrade stole his gimmick that he just started doing, but let's hope that El Toro Blanco gets more TV time. He gets to shine more.
Well. Here goes another little piece of information. Claudio Castagnoli is no longer the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, yeah. Hechicero beat him.
Why you didn't mention this, Phil? That's your department.
Mm-hmm. I was working, dude. I was busy with a lot of shit.
No. This podcast that you're on right now. Why that was not mentioned?
Even I knew that. I totally forgot about it.
Well, because I'm afraid someone would probably send out a squirrel against me.
Not for a world title change.
But
Who beat him? Who beat him?
Hechicero.
Hechicero has finally hit the big one?
Yep.
Man, that's news. You should have said that. Well, finally, Hechicero is the CMLL champ.
Yep. This is a win for Hechicero and the Don Callis family.
That is true. That's a good point right there. This is
adding to a story.
That is a feather in the cap of the Don Callis family. But
the congratulations are having a feud with the Don Callis family right now.
Congratulations to Hechicero for finally winning. I remember when that guy was just a mid-carder, and now he's world champ. Congratulations to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Golf clap, everyone.
They're bigger than a golf clap.
Yeah, he's great. I have to say, Hechicero was awesome. The first time I ever watched him was the first Fantastica Mania I ever watched with Jordan and Urga and
Genghis. Phil, this year's Fantastica Mania smoked it.
It was awesome. I missed Hiromu Takahashi's alter ego from last year.
Yeah, well, we know you like your custom music, Daddy. We know you like the.
Especially the cop part was just hilarious, dude.
Anthony, yes, the week of Fantastica Mania was better than AEW's King of Kings. You may refer to Mike over this.
Triple H's King of Kings?
Yeah, Fantastica Mania to me was nonstop, an adrenaline rush. It was like watching a rock concert.
It was
Like
without a shitty song. Without a shitty song.
it was like watching a rock festival, dude. Like all your favorite bands showed up, and you're like, I don't know who's playing next, dude. And you're like, I don't even care because it was so good.
But
There was a
without
nonstop mosh pit in the crowd, right, Mike?
shit, there could be a mosh pit too, man. It was great. It was
the
freaking amazing.
the part I liked the best about it was, besides what Mike just said, you didn't even get that. You know how the bands will play like the pop song. Usually that's my break to go take a leak and get beer, get food, because everybody's watching their favorite song, and I'm like, I've seen it 100 times. I'm gonna go while no one's in the line. Then I get all my stuff. I go back where I'm supposed to be for the show. Then another awesome song comes on that's not the biggest hit. Then you look at the bathroom and there's 30 people waiting to get in and 50 people at the beer line. I'm like, yeah. Like when I went to see Iron Maiden, Wasted Years is pretty much their pop song. And immediately when they started that song, I went all the way up the steps to the top of the hill, all the way down the steps to get where all the stuff was. Took a leak with nobody in line, bought two $24 beers and went back up. Then when the song was over, they all went down. All you saw was a sea of people, and I got to scream and cheer and whoa to Fear of the Dark. Fear of the Dark is better than Wasted Years. Fuck off, everybody.
That's like to me
Mm.
personally watching the very first Fantasticomania this year. I didn't
Mine's
know-
Wow,
first.
apparently Leo Rush's views of his character got 20 million views.
Mhm. And
20.
a lot of them hate him, and a lot of it was hate because they don't understand his gimmick. They don't understand the character.
They
They
said the
compared
same thing
me.
about
Well,
same shit about Danhausen, and a week later he was
No
over. So
squirrel.
fuck him.
And they compare him. This is no joke. They compare him to the gimmick of Willow from Jeff Hardy.
That's an odd comparison.
Not really, if you think about it.
Was that a squirrel on a phone?
yeah.
Fuck you, Josh.
Oh,
That
my
worked. That worked.
We don't get this. If you had just a picture of a squirrel running, you could hold your phone still. But anyway,
Fuck you, Josh. That was at random.
the people just want. Let's be honest here, all four of us. The people just want something to bitch at when they're bored. That's all this was.
I'm entertained by it. You
Leo
know,
Rush doesn't need to get any hate over a gimmick change. I think if you let him go a little while, he can incorporate some of it into his move set and into his wrestling matches. And I think it's all gonna be for the fucking better. I do.
And the very first time I seen the Black Heart gimmick, and like I said off air, it was a independent promotion going 24 hours long on Triller. And the very first time his music debuted, it was him singing with Twisted. And he came out and he was wearing a hood. And he would walk very slowly to the ring. And then when he took the hood off, he turned his head slightly this way and that way. And all of a sudden, this black ooze started coming from his mouth and just dripped down his throat.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then he grabs this black, because he's wearing a heart thing around his neck, like in a big chain. And he takes it, and then he looks at it, and then he hangs it on the turnbuckle pad, like on the back side of it. And he does like this, and then there's ooze starts coming back down out of his mouth again. Dude, it's freaky, but it's over. Like it's so good because he's playing the character as the heart, the black heart of him is hanging.
And
by the-
Phil, I got your comparison. While we're on about Leo Rush, I understand your comparison about TJP and his alter ego. I get it. Phil, you there? Or you frozen?
I'm here.
I get your comparison with that. The difference is this is who Leo is now. It's not like he's going to just jump into the character like TJP in the middle of the match. And I know it's one time he did come out all the, but there's a difference. But I do understand your point, Phil.
But the thing about TJP's character, TJP got killed and come back as that character.
In a way, yes, that's very true. Like it would be like after, but you know what? Balor did the same thing when he needed the demon. Balor would break out the demon.
But
You know,
that
after a
was not
while,
an alter ego though. That
And
was
also, even in Japan, also don't forget, you also have Jushin Thunder Liger's alter ego
yeah, well,
Kenshin Liger.
I think out of everybody, Muda
You know
started
about
it.
Kenshin Liger too, Mike? Oh yeah, even Jordan seen him live, especially when he transformed against Minoru Suzuki in his retirement match.
Who?
Liger against Suzuki.
Oh, it wasn't Liger's retirement. It was his retirement tour. It wasn't his final match, but yeah, Kishin Liger, that spike through that table was real. And if Suzuki's head would not have moved, we would have seen a live impalement. That was 100% real. But and the internet at 3 a.m. #1 trending on worldwide was Kishin Liger. I laughed my ass off. The
I like
worldwide
I
that
love
was trending.
Kenshin Liger. He is. I've
I
watched
think
him.
I think the originator of the changing persona is Keiji Muto / the Great Muta. I think he's the first because
The
he
great.
was in.
Well, it was actually the Great Kabuki at
Yeah,
first.
okay, we can be fair. We can be excuse me. We can be fair and put him in too, but I felt like Muda was really the first guy that could have two characters and come out with or without the makeup and do it. I really felt like he was the prototype for so
I have
many
to
stuff,
say
but
though,
not taking anything away from Kabuki.
the Great Muta was a game changer to a lot of for a lot of wrestlers who wanted to get creative, have like this dark alter ego, like in Mick Foley, he has multiple alter egos. He has.
When y'all were watching the Revolution on the WCW network, they went from Muda's first match to like all of his matches in a row in WCW. That was pretty fucking entertaining. You got from the Orient. That was pretty cool to hear JR call a match and all of that, to see him out there and and Sting and all that. That was really cool to see. We got like 6 of them in a row. That was really between the late '80s, the old NWA, WCW, and very early like '90 and '91. That was pretty cool to see all that back to back.
All
and
right,
then
gentlemen, it is
so
like almost 11:30. I think we should start showing some stuff out here because we didn't
Yeah.
want to go too late. We need to save some stuff for
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. We need to talk about some stuff tomorrow as well. We
well, the
do.
last thing I want to talk about before we start showing stuff is a really, really big incident that is happening in OVW.
You don't want to save this for tomorrow. We're gonna need news for tomorrow.
Uh,
I mean, we covered a lot. We didn't even really get into a whole lot of AEW. We covered what happened in New Japan. I mean, we covered all WWE news damn near.
we can hold off on Al Snow's fuck up.
We're gonna need stuff for tomorrow. If it's really 11:30, we're over 2 hours in.
We're 1 hour 51 minutes, or 1 hour 52 minutes.
All right. Well, we're close. That's a good time to wrap up. We're gonna need shit for tomorrow anyway.
All right, go ahead. Who's going
Okay.
first?
Phil, you got anything to show? Phil,
He's froze.
he's froze or he's sleeping?
He's froze.
World.
Phil,
Oh, he's awake.
you up, Phil?
Yeah, he's up. He's shit
I'm
salty.
here, guys.
Oh, you had froze. Phil. We were trying to talk to you.
Yeah, no,
All right, you got anything to show?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. Who goes first? You or Jordan? Josh.
I can go. I got my stuff right here. So.
Boom.
All right. All right. I got some vinyl here. Everything else I'll show off tomorrow. But I'll show off vinyl tonight.
All right, I took the chat off, and I'll move the chat back on whenever you're done.
Okay.
I'll let you know what happens. Sleepy Phil,
All right.
Frozen Phil, Kamali, your woman.
I picked this up because I've gotten a little bit of old school hip hop. Not too much. There's like this like 80s and 90s stuff. I'm gonna or early 90s stuff. I'm gonna get. So I had to pick this up.
NWA greatest hits. Oh yeah, dude, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
You know, fuck the
This
police.
would be a good one to pick up. I don't have to pick up all the albums.
Yeah, just fuck the police.
They had rap selling tonight.
I might get like Easy E Easy Does It because I actually had that on tape.
You missed the
That's
Run
Boys in the
DMC
Hood.
Aerosmith Walk This Way.
Eh. That's on Raising Hell, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's on Run DMC Raising Hell.
It was a single. Oh, there you go.
There you
Pick
go.
this up.
That's a good album right there.
I knew
That's
Mike was going to be happy about that.
Yep, there you
Yes.
go, bro. One of the
Great,
best.
great album. This is actually a reissue, so
Yep.
but that's a good one to have.
Bulls on Parade was their number one hit on that album.
Yep. Bulls on Parade and a couple songs on here.
Hey, what was the
Uh,
other one on that one?
Bulls on
Vietnam.
Parade.
Vietnam, People of the Sun.
Yeah, People of the Sun. That's a good one. That was on People of the Sun. That was on the Crow soundtrack.
Yep.
Austin actually asked for his theme music as Austin 316. The song he wanted was Bulls on Parade, and he said, Vince, can you get me this? He said, let me check. And Vince went, no.
I've
Didn't
been
want to pay that
actually
license.
this next band. I actually been a fan of them. I actually dig their concepts and everything, and some of their songs are pretty cool. So picked up Avatar.
I love Avatar.
I've seen them live in concert twice here in
I
Mobile.
saw them in Mobile about 12 years ago. They're great.
And this is Avatar Country.
I know they're Nordic. They're a Nordic band.
They're Swedish.
It's Swedish. So yeah. I picked this
got
one
a
up.
little bit of the shock rock to them.
I think I picked this up. I picked this up at an auction. I think I got it for really cheap. So
Propane.
Propane.
Voice of Rebellion.
Propane hardcore.
You know who would like that album? Because he loves propane. I love propane.
Thank you. I bought this one. This is a soundtrack. I bought this because me and my friends, we love this movie, and we quote it all the time.
The Three Amigos.
Oh, okay. I knew you had bought soundtracks, but I wasn't expecting that one.
That's a
Yes.
great one. Short Chevy Chase and Steve Martin.
Three Amigos. I've been waiting for.
Hey.
I had this on pre-order. I've been waiting for this to come back in, and I know Jordan got one, and now I got my copy.
There you go. I think I have an OG.
Slowly Rock. Nice album.
Yes, it's a good couple songs on here that I know. One was on the Fall soundtrack.
That's pretty much considered their signature album.
This next one,
Did you? I don't know if that was the album. Never mind. I was gonna say they took an album cover from Sepultura that they didn't use for one album.
this one right here is I think I picked this up for like $25 on auction. Nobody else bid it on it. I bid it on it. And I got it. It's a deal. Let's see. What is this? Last in line. The Last in Live. 40 years of The Last in Line. It's like a 45. It's like a big 45.
It's
Picture
a 12-inch
disc.
single.
Yeah, 12-inch single. It's got like 2 songs per side. So
Oh, I remember when that came up. Yeah, you
Yeah.
nice grab for 25.
yeah,
Yeah.
$25. I'm like, shit, I'll take that. And this one I got off one of my local stores. I had to pick this up, man, because actually I've been digging this band a lot. And this is a live album of them.
Prom.
Oh, Prom.
Yes.
The album cover looks almost like it's right around the cleansing time. So I'm guessing that came out right after.
No,
Yes,
this came out. This came out this year, so I'm assuming it came. It was from one of their live shows from a festival. So
No, well,
this came out this year.
It even says live and uncleansed, so It
Yeah.
looks like it's maybe it's around the era. I don't know, but it's very much like the cleansing album.
Now this one, I got this bundle for $50.
But oh, he bought a bundle, y'all. Look out!
No, from one of my local stores.
It's still a bundle.
So I got a bundle. The first one I've been hunting for this, and I just seen one. They Chad just got some reissues of this one, but I got an OG pressing.
Batman soundtrack.
Ah, Batman.
The
Even
bad dance! The bad dance!
Prince. It's Prince.
It's Prince. All of it. The whole entire
Hey,
soundtrack is
Prince,
Prince.
Prince, and it also has like what's his name? The guy who
Yeah.
did the composing of the Batman soundtrack.
Yeah.
Not Danny Elfman.
Yeah,
No,
Daniel.
no, that's not on here. This is all these songs are all Prince.
Yeah, that's Prince's work right there. That's not
Yeah.
the Danny Elfman official theme.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I
You
got
would
these
have to
three.
get you'd have to there's you usually have to look for official motion picture soundtrack, and then you will see
Well, Danny Elfman did one song with
Prince.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
Now these next two, like I said, I got all three of these. These three I got for all $50, and I was gonna pre-order two of these because there was coming up, and I was gonna pre-order it, but I found original pressings, so I had to get it.
nice.
Yeah.
Dude, I have also an original pressing of that too.
That's an
Rainbow and-
83.
Yep,
Nice.
original pressing of that one, and
Nice.
That's a good album too.
the last in
Yeah.
line. I had to get them. I had to get them.
And you gotta show the third one now that you got those two.
Well, it was that three. It was the Prince.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for. Well, now you know what you need. You got to find Sacred Heart original.
Yeah. So
Gotta
yeah, I
complete
got
the
all
trilogy.
all three of these for like $50.
Nice.
That ain't bad. Dude.
That's a good. OGs. That's a good deal.
Yeah, because I was gonna. Chad had an order coming up for last in line in Rainbow in the Dark, and I just put I'll take one of each. Then I just so happened I go to my local record store because I saw he had a picture of that Batman soundtrack. Then I'm going through his stuff and I see, oh, Rainbow in the Dark. Oh, last in line. I'm like, how much for all these? I was like, I'll take 50 for all of it. I'm like, sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah. Are they? Have you played them yet?
Oh yes, they sound great.
No.
Sound great. A little. You know what? It's a little clicky. A little
might be able to
clicky,
clean
but you
that
know
up.
what? That's what makes it sound great.
Yeah, but you might be able to clean that up too.
So
Yeah, if you
that's
just
all
pop
I
it,
got.
that's some little trash in the grooves. You could clean that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. You could clean. I'll show you my kit when you come. That's nothing to clean that. If it's not the whole way popping and crackling, that's just dirt in the grooves. You can clean that out. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, he finally had this thing down for a good price. So $28 instead of 33 or 40 something. Finally, I got my Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are sealed, by the way. Oh, this is a sealed stack tonight, but yep, I finally got a facelift for like under $30. I was like, give me that. Almost done with them. All right, who we got? All right, this is all sealed. I can pull this off too. All right. I needed this one to. I'm not complete the set yet, but I'm closing in. We got Slayer, Diablos, and Musica. Had to
I
throw
thought you
that
might
up
have had
in
a ghost album there for a second there, Jordan.
there. No, thank you. No, thank you. Then there was a reissue of these. I think this is music on vinyl. Let me see.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is a music on vinyl. This limited to 1,500 copies. This is sealed as well. This not the album everybody talks about, but I went ahead and got it because I'm trying to get all of these. It's Saxon Unleashed the Beast.
Jackson.
Unleash the Beast.
You know what? I just saw that one at my local record store too. I just saw that one.
Let me read the back. Yeah, this one's lesser. No, it's a 90s one, but like I said, I'm going for all of them now. So we getting there. I have all the classic albums now. I got to get the rest. Another
Still
band
trying
I'm
to find
get-
Wheels of Steel.
Oh, it'll come up one day, but yeah, I enjoy mine. I got a nice one of that. Yeah, the first 6 I have all vintage. This another band I'm trying to get everything. It's gonna take me a while because they had a big catalog, but we got Motorhead, Snakebite Love. Let me pull that off.
Yo, good luck on that one.
Because it's only love for sale. Yeah, this is the lineup of Phil Campbell that just died and Mickey D, the final lineup and the longest lasting lineup. This was what, 98? 98, yeah, that's right. I think they had the 1 or 2 before this when it was just a 3-piece, and they stayed like that till 2015.
Also, by the way, also Phil Campbell, rest in peace.
Yeah.
This they finally marked down to $20. It was 30. I said, all right, now I'll buy it. Which it's Rush. It's that cover album they did. Feedback.
Oh,
Not
I
a-
remember that. WWE promoted that album.
What album?
That Rush album you have.
They promoted this album?
Yeah.
Well, let's see
What
what
cover
year.
songs do they cover on there?
I can't even read the freaking year on here. Let's see, 2000. I don't know why that looks like it says 84.
Oh, by the way,
2004.
Mike, I also got some breaking news. Your boy Starboy Charlie won the WWE ID Championship.
That's not news. All right. Anyway, so this leaves me down to I have to get the very first Rush album, vintage OG in decent condition, and I'll have all the classics up to 80. But there's a couple of Rush albums I won't buy, but I'm almost done with them. And then this one,
I've had a Rush album tonight.
the first one,
I'm not. That's what it looked like.
it's written Rush in big red letters on a white cover.
Yep, that was it.
Damn, I wonder what condition it was in because I needed that. But this was an auction. This is a 1986 U.S. specialty pressing. What did I pay? I forgot. Oh, I paid. What did I pay for this? I don't know. I forget. It went up. It was like 60 something or 70, but it's an OG, and I'm almost done. Queensryche Rage for Order, baby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, OG. So I have the EP and I have this. I'm almost there. Almost done with Queensryche. But yeah, I'm knocking some serious shit off the list. But that's what I got for tonight. That was a month ago's order, so that just shows you how far behind I am. And that'll be it for me.
All right,
Yeah.
gentlemen.
I'll do some CDs tomorrow, and
You can see these nuts.
CDs nuts.
I seen that tape, the bunch of tapes you bought too the other night.
Oh yeah, I got a couple nice good stack. I missed the one stack. The one stack I wanted had Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted soundtrack. Man, I wish I would have been on there.
I tried to
just
hit
missed
him
it.
up, and then the whole stack went for like a dirt cheap price. Josh could have, and I only had 3 good ones out of that stack, but sold the rest and made his money back. The other 2 or 3. It was like $20 for a stack of 5 or 6.
Mhm.
Dude, he was offering $15 for a stack of 6, and then Josh got it for like what, $17?
Yeah, but
like
this
that.
one, this
I
one
got
had
one-
Bill and Ted in it.
I got one stack. One stack I got for 17. Another stack I think I paid like 25.
Yep. If you watch, he cuts the deals. You just for the regular watchers, you just gotta live on there. But he'll
And,
cut deals.
Another one is like I think it was like 3 tapes, and one of them was Ozzy's "No More Tears," and that was one I've been looking for right there too.
Okay. All right.
Do you wanna play?
What?
Bill and Ted soundtrack. You know what I'm talking about, right, Josh? Do you wanna?
And just like that, I was able to stack all those on the shelf. All right. I think that's it, Mike. You ready to take us home?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing that wrong with that.
ladies and gentlemen, we're not just food that you eat.
Or it's also food for the ears, baby.
He held his ears. I don't know what he was doing. But anyway, yeah, as y'all know, oh, I forgot. I don't know if I showed this. Yeah, I think I did. It's up here. I had a Pink Floyd air freshener, but I think I showed that the other night. But anyway, like always, what's mine's mine, what's yours, it's mine too.
Anybody have any type of fun fact tonight?
Fart.